Hello gamers, my name is Seated Gamer and welcome back to another booster opening video. We have number 4 today. Let's get cracking right into this. We get a Griselbrand booster. Let's see if we get a Griselbrand in here. Well, we're starting out with some removal, which is going to be rather nice, in Chandra's Outrage. 2 red for an instant. Chandra's Outrage deals 4 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Good removal. Can just burn the face. Well, not just burn the face, it has to actually target a creature, but still, it's good. Moving on. Call of the Conclave. Hey, you want to get rid of that Call of the Conclave with Chandra's Outrage? Good times. But yeah, 2 mana for a 3/3 Centaur. Nice. Works well with Populate as well. Moving on. Dimir Guildgate. It sure is fixing. Dinrova Horror. Hey, look at what that fixing can get you. 4 blue-black for a horror. For a 4/4 horror, when Dinrova Horror enters the battlefield, return target permanent to its owner's hand, then that player discards a card. Keep in mind that that says permanent. You can hit a planeswalker, you can hit a creature, you can hit a land, artifact, enchantment. So many options. So many options. It's rather nice. Yeah, it's a good draft card. Can just be disgusting in late game. And if you're playing white, blue, black, there's plenty of bounce spells that can just, oh hey, just blink this guy, cast it again, and you discard another card. Oh, you only had 0 cards in your hand. Well, guess bounce that thing and it goes to the graveyard. Good card, good card. Moving on though, we have a Sylvan Ranger, 1 and a green for a 1/1 Elf Scout. When Sylvan Ranger enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Talking about fixing, this guy's probably the best at it. Well, maybe not the best, like there's one that sacrifices itself to put it onto the battlefield, but yeah, this guy, you get to have him stick around and you fix your mana for the next turn. He's not bad, he is. I like him. I like him. Moving on though. Grixis Slave Driver, 5 and a black for a 4/4 zombie giant. When Grixis Slave Driver leaves the battlefield, make a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Has Unearth for 3 and a black. Unearth being return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. Unearth only as a sorcery. He's not bad. 6 mana for a 4/4. When he dies, make a 2/2, or if he gets exiled or bounced to your hand. Also worth noting, you get a 2/2. Doesn't even enter tapped. It's rather nice. He's got upside. He's good against removal. Good against removal. Alright, moving on though. We get Strength in Numbers, 1 and a green instant. Until end of turn, target creature gains trample and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. It is worth noting that this also works if you cast this on a blocker. So if they're attacking in with 3 creatures, and you want to kill their 3/3 with your 1/1, you can cast Strength of Numbers on your 1/1 to give it +3/+3. Yes, it does gain trample, which is useless as a blocker, but it is worth noting that it does work on both sides of the equation. Moving on though. Scorched Rusalka Red, single red mana for a 1/1 spirit. Pay a red and sacrifice a creature. Scorched Rusalka deals 1 damage to target player. Okay, that's fine. If you just need to get that last 2 points of damage through, and you've got some amount of creatures, or if you've got something that when it dies it makes another creature, very nice, very nice. I can definitely see this working in a lot of decks, but moving on. Soul Warden, single white mana for a 1/1 human cleric. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Soul Sisters sure is a deck. Yeah, this is good. Also worth noting, creature entering on any part of the battlefield. So your side, your opponent's side, any opponent's side, any ally's side, depending on what kind of game mode you're playing, Soul Warden works. Moving on. Ghostly Flicker, 2 and a blue instant. Exile 2 target artifacts, creatures and or lands you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under your control. Hey, you want to get Soul Warden triggers? Boom. Hey, you want to save some creatures? Boom. Hey, you want to save some artifacts? Boom. So many options. It's very nice. Very nice. Moving on though, we have I believe our first uncommon, Gruul Signet. Not Gruul, then die. 2 mana for an artifact, pay 1 and tap, add red-green to your mana pool. It's mana ramp, it's mana fixing, it's mana good. Moving on. Tatamund Witch. Hey, look at something you can cast for exactly Gruul Signet mana. 1 and either red or green for a 2/1 Goblin Shaman. Pay red-green, each blocked creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. That is very strong. That is very strong. You can do that multiple times in a turn. That is very strong. I like this card. How have I never seen this card before? And can I get more of it, please? Oh, I like it. I like it. Moving on, though, to our last uncommon. Baloth Cage Trap. 3 green for an instant trap. If an opponent had an artifact enter the battlefield under his or her control this turn, you may pay 1 green rather than pay Baloth Cage Trap's mana cost. You make a 4/4 green beast creature token. If they're casting, I don't know, a Signet or something like that, or they have an equipment that's rather annoying. Cage Trap, boom, 4/4. Speaking of 4/4s, what's this token? It's a 1/1. Well, Cage Trap wins. But Goblin Warrior, red-green Goblin Warrior, I don't know what makes that, but it sure does sound fun at parties. Moving on to our rare/mythic. What do we? Who's the winner? It's Cyclonic Rift. Oh, goodbye all of your creatures. 1 and a blue instant. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Overload, 6 and a blue. You may cast this spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. That would change this to return each non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Goodbye all of your stuff. So that's all of their artifacts, all of their planeswalkers, enchantments, creatures. It's good. It's good. It's very good. What's our foil, though? Is it going to be something that we've had in this pack before? No, it is not. It is Sundering Growth. Green or white for an instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, then populate. That's pretty good. Hey, you've got a Baloth Cage Trap, and they've just cast an artifact because you cast it for its trap cost on their turn? Well, Sundering Growth. Now you have 2 4/4s. That is very strong. I like it. I very much like it. Alright. Well, that was a pretty good pack. Didn't mind it. I think that's the first blue rare I've actually opened. I guess Zur the Enchanter counts, but yeah, I've had white, black, red. I have not had green. Not yet had a green rare to open. So, let's see if we get one in one of the next 2 packs. That's going to be it for today, but see you tomorrow for the second to last Modern Masters pack that I'll be opening. See you then.